Lower your expectations a few, because Prince Charming would never settle for you. If you want love, just pick a guy and love him. And if he's got a thing for feet, say fuck it, sweep me off them. Now, the good thing is that at least men have very realistic expectations for women. He said, sarcastically setting up a second verse in a comedy's You want a girl that's nice, a girl that's not obsessed with her looks, but is insanely hot. The kind of girl that you can show to your folks, love the movies that you like and always laughs at your jokes. A real girl, a hot girl, a really hot girl, a brand new, really hot, real doll. Wants to impress, he doesn't care if you notice, and only ever uses you to tickle her throat with. Now you might think that this girl only exists in your mind, but she's real. But last week she died. If you want love, lower your expectations a lot. You might think your dick is a gift, I promise it's not. If you want love, just pick a girl and love her, then whip out your dick and let the girl you love decline the offer. I don't want a neat freak, I don't want a slob, somebody with bedhead in a dead-end job, 'cause I won't settle for less than perfect. We want perfect children, a perfect life, perfect husband or a perfect wife. But deep down we know we don't deserve. But we all deserve love, even on the days when we aren't our best, 'cause we all suck, but love can make us suck less. We all deserve love. It's the very best part of being alive. And I would know I just turned 25. I feel like hip-hop used to be a voice for the voiceless, you know? And now it's become, at least in the mainstream, a symbol of misogyny, gay panic, fiscal irresponsibility. So I figure, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em. Hitting the club up VIP, I got a fake mustache and a fake ID. I look like Wooly Willy with a really woolly willy, and I bypass the bouncer, passed by an ex and I flex and bouncer. Wowzer, look at all of Bo's hoes, looking for a ride on Bo's hoes, and I spot a little Latino, booty so big, call it Oprah's ego. We go do it through it, she says Dios mia, mi amigo. Pull it out, stick it in your mouth, and I bust in the back of ya. Swallow, bitch, there's people starving in Africa. Single every single day, do it every single way, make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fellas say, you're an ice cream sundae with a cherry on top, but careful cherry, 'cause I'm the king of pop, pop, pop. Pop goes my weasel, now you look like Jackson Pollock's easel. My suggestion is you don't blow till you know what congestion is. Swallow when you know what digestion is. Follow Bo, the only question is, have you been splattered before by the Mad Hatter Matador? Cake batter, nevermore. It don't matter whether you're Spanish, French, Swedish, or Cambodian. I'll slime you so hard you could be on Nickelodeon. Single every single day, do it every single way, make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fellas say, oh, Bo, oh, Bo, oh, Bo, Bo, oh, Bo, oh, Bo, oh, Bo. You think that you can handle me, girl, don't make me laugh. I say my junkie is bipolar, it'll split you in half, yeah. And if you're lucky, I might just bring you home, and I'll have you going down like you're growing an extra chromosome. And when you grab me, don't grab me by my buns, 'cause I got a bad case of the runs. I got the runs, I got the runs. Single every single day, do it every single way. wanna break it down for y'all. I came from the streets with nothing. Now I'm making hit records. For my people still living in the streets, still living in poverty, I wanna tell you, I'm doing this for you. My success is your success. And I know you may be thinking, hey, if you really believe that, why don't you use some of your money to help rebuild the neighborhood instead of putting spinning rims on a gold jet ski? And to that I say, chorus is coming up. Single every single day, do it every single way, make a single lady say, oh, boy. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, you gotta fume like a tuna, I'll smell you later. I met a fat chick and I fucked her in an elevator. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on. It was wrong on. It was wrong on. Single every single day. Do it every single way. Make a single lady say, oh, but. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, oh, single every single. Do it every single. Pop that single like a Pringle jingle. The song's almost completed. All this little ditty needed instrument that's double rated. The oboe. Yeah. Oboe, play that oboe. I feel like hip-hop used to be a voice for the voiceless, you know? And now it's become, at least in the mainstream, a symbol of misogyny, gay panic, fiscal irresponsibility. So I figure, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em. Hitting the club up VIP, I got a fake mustache and a fake ID. I look like Wooly Willy with a really woolly willy. And I bypass the bouncer, passed by an ex and a flexing bouncer. Wowzer, look at all of Bo's hoes, looking for a ride on Bo's hoes. And I spot a little Latino, booty so big, call it Oprah's ego. We go do it through it, she says Dios mia, mi amigo. Pull it out, stick it in your mouth and I bust in the back of ya. Swallow, bitch, there's people starving in Africa. Single every single day, do it every single way, make the single lady say, oh, boy. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, you're an ice cream sundae with a cherry on top, but careful cherry, cause I'm the king of pop, 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 pop goes my weasel, now you look like Jackson Pollock's easel. My suggestion is you don't blow till you know what congestion is. Swallow when you know what digestion is. Follow Bo, the only question is, have you been splattered before by the Mad Hatter Matador? Cake batter, nevermore. It don't matter whether you're Spanish, French, Swedish, or Cambodian. I'll slime you so hard you could be on Nickelodeon. Single every single day, do it every single way, make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, oh, Bo, oh, Bo, oh, Bo, Bo, oh, Bo, oh, Bo, oh, Bo. You think that you can handle me, girl, don't make me laugh. I say my junkie is bipolar, it'll split you in half, yeah. And if you're lucky, I might just bring you home and I'll have you going down like you're growing an extra chromosome. And when you grab me, don't grab me by my buns, cause I got a bad case of the runs. I got the runs, I got the runs. Single every single day, do it every single way, make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, oh, Bo. I wanna break it down for y'all. I came from the streets with nothing. Now I'm making hit records. For my people still living in the streets, still living in poverty, I want to tell you, I'm doing this for you. My success is your success. And I know you may be thinking, hey, if you really believe that, why don't you use some of your money to help rebuild the neighborhood instead of putting spinning rims on a gold jet ski? And to that I say, chorus is coming up. Single every single day, do it every single way, make the single lady say, oh, boy. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, you gotta fume like a tuna, I'll smell you later. I met a fat chick and I fucked her in an elevator. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on. It was wrong on. It was wrong on. Single every single day. Do it every single way. Make the single lady say, oh, but. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, oh, single every single. Do it every single. Pop that single like a Pringle jingle. The song's almost completed. All this little ditty needed instrument that's double reeded. The oboe. Yeah. Oboe, play that oboe.
Hashtag deep. Have you ever stopped to watch a bluebird drop from a tree and take to the air? Me neither. Have you ever took time out to finish a rhyme, but the right words just weren't there? Meet Cleaver. The people in my life are like grains of sand, 'cause they stick together. Often near my butthole, if life is an ocean, I am a deep and handsome fish. A fish that's drowning. If the artistic process is a birth canal, then I am a freshly jellied kid. Come witness my crowning. These thoughts of mine must be a sign that If Jesus can walk on water, can he swim on land? Have you ever accidentally peed on the toilet seat instead of on your girlfriend's face? Me neither. Me neither. Have you ever wrote a song note for note and not a single note was out of place? Duh. The people in my life are like blades of grass. How? 'Cause they're all so grounded, but at least grass stays away from my butthole. Art is a harlot, and I am her sassy urban friend. Oh, bitch, why you being so selfish? If mama is right and the world is my oyster, then I must have an allergy to share. You don't know could you know? If life makes you wish you were dead, just put on a good movie, then promptly put a bullet in your head. Spend forever asleep, 'cause life pales in comparison to living the dream. Hashtag deep. Thank you. Walking around, I got no one to talk to. There's everyone, and then there's just me. If I could change, don't you think that I'd do it? God only knows why he cursed me to be a straight white man. I state my problems, other people roll their eyes. 3 trips to the mall, 0 khakis in my side. I've never been the victim of a random search for drugs. But you can't say my life is easy until you've walked a mile in my Uggs. Straight white man, I know the road looks tough ahead. The women want rights, the gays want kids. What? Can't you just leave us alone and also no to the things you asked for? They're being greedy and they know it, okay? Everyone thinks that I've got it easy, and just 'cause it's true doesn't mean that it's right. So pull up a chair, put down your pitchforks, give me a chance to show you what it is like to be a straight white man. The church has never made me feel ashamed of who I am. But I get emails from Zappos that Gmail doesn't mark as spam. My country's constitution was handwritten by my race. But my wife bought me the brand new iPhone with an iPod Touch's case. Case doesn't fit that. I know the road looks tough ahead. The women want rights, the blacks want not to be called the blacks. Sorry, can't you just leave us alone? Also no to the things you asked for. No. Straight white man, I know the road look tough ahead. want rights. The African American doesn't work with the rhythm. We used to have all the money and land, and we still do, but it's not as fun now. Thank you. Now the show is done. I hope that you had gut trembling or something resembling fun. And if you watch this thing alone, you probably didn't laugh, but maybe a few times you exhaled out of your nose. But if you hated it, that's fair. But either way, could you find a little more time for a parting questionnaire? On a scale from 1 to 0, are you happy? 'Cause you're on your own from here, so are you happy? I'm open to suggestions. Are you happy? But what the fuck kind of question is, am I happy? I really want to try to get happy, and I think that I could get it if I didn't always panic every time I'm unhappy. Like I'm owed some life, or I'm always like happy, which is stupid because I wouldn't even want it if I got it. Wait, oh God, my dad was right. So if you know or ever knew how to be happy, on a scale from 1 to 2 now, are you happy? You're everything you hated. Are you happy? Hey look Ma, I made it. Are you happy? That's the end of the show. I probably should have ended it on a sort of higher note there. But yeah, that's the end of what? I hope you liked it.
Wow. Oh my God.
How are you? I haven't seen you since like freshman year. Oh my God. You were so like skinny and weird back then. But now you're, Anyway, you should totally come to this party I'm having tonight with a bunch of my college friends. It's gonna be off the chain hook. It's gonna be so good. You can play some songs for us or something. I've been telling everybody how good of friends we were back in the day. I know we never talked or hung out ever, but I think that's what made our friendship so special, you know? Anyway, text me. Okay, bye.
Mr. Burnham, how you doing? Good? Good. I'm an agent from out in Los Angeles. Really dig your stuff, man. It's out there, you know. I totally get it. And the best part about it, man, you got all these young fans, and which is great because young people they're very passionate. They're very reliable consumers. But what you got to do in order to take your career to the next level, you got to cater more heavily to them. All right, we've done studies. Young people do not respond to this, you know, introspective material or these challenges to the form, you know. Young people want jokes they can relate to, okay? So write a silly song about Facebook, you know? Write some jokes about Twitter or sugary cereals or Razor scooters. Relate to them. You know, also you got to reestablish your presence on the internet, buddy, all right? It's not important whether the material's good or not. What's important is that you keep the Bo Burnham brand alive and well. You get it? Cool. We'll discuss more later. I know it's a lot. My number is 310-555. Fag. What up, dude? What's up? How are you, man? You've changed, bro. You've changed. I never knew you, but my friend's old roommate's friend said he knew you in high school and you became a real asshole once all this comedy stuff started happening. What is it, man? You think you're better than us? Think you're better than us just because you're tall? Whoa, congrats, man. You're tall. Wow, it's incredible. Whoa, you want a trophy for being tall? We should just give trophies to tall things, and every tree and building will have a trophy. Does that make sense? Yo, why are you acting all quiet and weird right now? Yo, I know why you are. It's because you're an arrogant prick. That's why, an arrogant fucking prick. I once heard that you actually act quiet because you're shy and introverted in real life, and that people shouldn't expect you to act the same way off stage as you do on stage. Yeah, that makes no sense. Anyway, you want to buy some weed?
Bo, oh my God. Bo, oh my God. Bo. 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 Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Bo.
Fag.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Bo.
Fag.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Bo.
Fag.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Bo.
Fag.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Fag. Mr. Fag.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Fag. Mr. Fag.
Bo.
Fag.
Oh my God.
Fag. Fag. Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Oh my God.
Fag. 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 Fag.
I am Satan, Lord of Darkness.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Oh my God.
Fag.
Bo. Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. 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 Oh my God.
Mr. Burnham.
Bo. Bo.
Hey! Hey!
What the hell?
Hey! Hey!
You're not gonna hit the girl? That's sexist.
Mr.
Bo.
We think you've changed, bro. We know best.
You suck.
We think you've changed, bro. We know best.
You suck.
We think we know
You.
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 We think we know
You. Wow, oh my god. Wow, oh my god. Wow, oh my god.
Mr. Burnham.
I feel like hip-hop used to be a voice for the voiceless, you know? And now it's become, at least in the mainstream, a symbol of misogyny, gay panic, fiscal irresponsibility. So I figure, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em.
Hitting the club up VIP, I got a fake mustache and a fake ID. I look like Wooly Willy with a really woolly willy. And I bypass the bouncer, passed by an ex and a flexing bouncer. Wowzer, look at all of Bo's hoes, looking for a ride on Bo's hoes. And I spot a little Latino, booty so big, call it Oprah's ego. We go do it through it, she says Dios mia, mi amigo. Pull it out, stick it in your mouth and I bust in the back of ya. Swallow, bitch, there's people starving in Africa. Single every single day, do it every single way. Make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fellas say, you're an ice cream sundae with a cherry on top. But careful, cherry, cause I'm the king of pop, pop, pop. Pop goes my weasel, now you look like Jackson Pollock's easel. My suggestion is you don't blow till you know what congestion is. Swallow when you know what digestion is. Follow Bo, the only question is, have you been splattered before by the Mad Hatter Matador? Cake batter, nevermore. It don't matter whether you're Spanish, French, Swedish, or Cambodian. I'll slime you so hard you could be on Nickelodeon. Single every single day, do it every single way. Make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fellas say, oh, Bo, oh, Bo, oh, Bo, Bo, oh, Bo, oh, Bo. You think that you can handle me, girl, don't make me laugh. I say my junk is bipolar, it'll split you in half, yeah. And if you're lucky, I might just bring you home and I'll have you going down like you're growing an extra chromosome. And when you grab me, don't grab me by my buns, cause I got a bad case of the runs. I got the runs, I got the runs. Single every single day, do it every single way. Make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fellas say, oh, Bo. I wanna break it down for y'all. I came from the streets with nothing. Now I'm making hit records. For my people still living in the streets, still living in poverty, I wanna tell you, I'm doing this for you. My success is your success. And I know you may be thinking, hey, if you really believe that, why don't you use some of your money to help rebuild the neighborhood instead of putting spinning rims on a gold jet ski? And to that I say, chorus is coming up. Single every single day, do it every single way. Make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fellas say, you gotta fume like a tuna, I'll smell you later. I met a fat chick and I fucked her in an elevator. It was
was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on. It was wrong on. It was wrong on. Single every single day. Do it every single way. Make the single lady say, oh, but. And if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, oh, single every single. Do it every single. Pop that single like a Pringle jingle. Oh, but the song's almost completed. All this little ditty needed instrument that's double rated. The oboe. Yeah. Oboe, play that oboe.
Hashtag deep. Have you ever stopped to watch a bluebird drop from a tree and take to the air? Me neither. Have you ever took time out to finish a rhyme, but the right words just weren't there? Meet Cleaver. The people in my life are like grains of sand, 'cause they stick together. Often near my butthole, if life is an ocean, I am a deep and handsome fish. A fish that's drowning. If the artistic process is a birth canal, then I am a freshly jellied kid. Come witness my crowning. These thoughts of mine must be a sign that If Jesus can walk on water, can he swim on land? Have you ever accidentally peed on the toilet seat instead of on your girlfriend's face? Me neither. Me neither. Have you ever wrote a song note for note and not a single note was out of place? Duh. The people in my life are like blades of grass. How? 'Cause they're all so grounded, but at least grass stays away from my butthole. Art is a harlot, and I am her sassy urban friend. Ooh, bitch, why you being so selfish? If mama is right and the world is my oyster, then I must have an allergy to shell. You don't know. How could you know? If life makes you wish you were dead, just put on a good movie, then promptly put a bullet in your head. Spend forever asleep, 'cause life pales in comparison to living the dream. Hashtag deep. Thank you. This first song is called A World on Fire. This next song is a little bit longer than that one. And, thank you. It's about how sad I am, and I'm really sad, and it's called Sad. It's about all the sad stuff. Just picture a depressed onion cutting itself. I met a homeless man named Rich. Isn't that terrible? I saw a flyer for a lost dog, and the dog didn't have any legs. I saw a diabetic kid trick-or-treating. I saw a giraffe who had a short neck. That was sad. Or a deer. I saw an old man get hit by a train. He didn't see it in the pouring rain. He didn't hear me shout, "Look out for the train." 'Cause I didn't say anything. I just thought to myself, ooh, this is gonna be sad. And it was. I'm a genius. I saw a man with only one eye in a 3D movie. I saw a little boy drop his ice cream cone directly on his mother's corpse. I saw a kitten stuck in a tree, then the kitten jumped off and he hung itself. I saw a boy who had red hair. I went to a store looking for something to buy, but they only sold paintings of the same sad guy. No, wait, this store sells mirrors. See what I did there? Let's rock! No. The world's so sad, bros. Pain. Genocide, war, sexism, racism. But I gotta remember there's good things about it too. Like the fact that none of that's happening to me. Score! Still though, it's hard not to be sad about it. How do y'all do it? I've been telling you guys terribly sad things this whole song. You haven't been sad at all. You've been happy, no. You've been laughing. That's it, laughter, it's the key to everything. It's the way to solve all the sadness in the world. I mean, not for the people that are actually sad, but the people like us that gotta fucking deal with them all the time. Being a comedian isn't being an insensitive prick capitalizing on the most animalistic impulses of the public. It's being a hero. The world isn't sad. The world's funny. I'm a sociopath. I saw an old man slip and fall. Hey, what a fucking idiot. I saw a woman at her daughter's funeral. Ha ha ha. Classic comedy. Everything that once was sad is somehow funny now. The Holocaust and 9/11. That shit's funny 24/7 'cause tragedy will be exclusively joked about. Because my empathy is bumming me out. Goodbye, sadness. Hello, jokes. Thank you.
I am Janelle Monáe. Welcome to the home of the free-ass mother...
What is my definition of love? To create, to give. It's about showing up for other people. I'm very proud of you, Janelle. When I was writing this album, I went through a lot of emotion. Anger was one of them. If you want to become an activist, we can shape culture in a cool-ass way. Love is a force. It has the power to change the world. And you should have so much fun in the process.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jordan.
I'm Lee.
And we are the Axis of Awesome.
And I'm Benny.
Yeah, we've been a comedy rock band for close to 40 years now. And all that time, we've never had a hit. And
Yeah, but you guys know why.
Why?
Because we never wrote a four-chord song.
What's that? What's a four-chord song, Benny?
Well, if you want all the greatest hits from the past 40 years, just use 4 chords. Same 4 chords for every song. It's dead simple to write a pop hit.
Just 4?
Yeah, these 4. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4 chords.
Sorry, let me get this straight, Chicken Little. What you're trying to say is you can take those 4 chords, repeat them, and pump out every pop song ever. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, Chicken Little.
Just listen. Do you recognise this?
Yeah, that is Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
It's a great song.
Very original.
There's a few more
song.
that fit. Check it out. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel. Of that I'm sure.
Well, that's just 2 songs that are similar. That's not a big
deal. Young.
3 songs.
I wanna be forever young. I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending. No love, no hope, no glory, no happy ending. 'Cause you were amazing. We did amazing things. If I could, then I would. I'd go wherever you will go. And feel the love tonight. And she will be loved. Yeah, she will be loved. Pictures of you, pictures of me, hung upon your wall for the world to see. 'Cause I can't live with or without you. Whenever I fall at your feet, you let your tears.
Am I not pretty enough? Is my heart too...
Double time?
Double time.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner.
That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. We'll go riding on the horses, yeah. No woman, no cry.
Yeah, mama, there surely is a dream.
I come from a land down under.
Once a jolly swagman kept by a billabong. Take on me.
When I come around,
Take me on.
oh, when I come around,
I'll be gone when you're dead. Say it tonight.
gonna take a lot to drag me away
Break
from
off
you.
your crown.
There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do.
Oh no, she's playing with me. changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane. I'm a bird plane, I'm a bird plane, a motherfucking bird plane. Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that hit you close to home? Doesn't that make you shiver, the way that things have gone? And doesn't that seem peculiar? Cause everyone wants a little more. It's something I do remember, to never go this far. That's all it takes to be a star.
Obviously, I don't want to infer that being invited onto Friday night with Wasi isn't wonderfully affirming. And I know I oughta appreciate the risk you took, the bookers who agreed to book a chap who tends to talk about the kind of things that get the BBC in hot water. And I don't want to seem greedy, I'm just saying I'd like to be here every week if that's okay. And if you'll hear me out, I think I've got a way in which we could do it pretty easily. You can leave all the boring details to me. It's a brilliant idea, a truly original concept. No one in Britain has ever done anything like it yet. Picture this. Imagine if we had 5 puffs and 2 pianos. Yeah, it's a wicked idea. Why settle for a quartet of queers when there's a possibility of a pentapuffed a piano posse here? 5 puffs and 2 pianos. Yeah, it'll be ace. 100% more pianos and 25% more gays. I know, I've seen the problem too. There's a rumor I am straight, it's true. It hurts to admit it, but I'm about as bent as Wasi himself or 50 Cent. But I've already thought it through. Do you know there's preachers in America who reckon they can do sexuality conversions? I've heard them assert they can cure a man of trouser love and turn him onto skirt. Well, I don't see why they couldn't pull the same trick in reverse, and we'd have 5 puffs and 2 pianos. Yeah, it's a revolution, and probably the best solution to the problem you're inevitably having with an even number of homosexuals. Yes, I know your producers might suspect that the license-paying public will object to the corporation having yet another homosexual to pay. The Daily Mail will bring the big guns out. Jan Moyer will be frothing at the mouth, writing further brilliant stuff about the myth of being both happy and gay. But all that moral indignation will disappear when they see those 4 lovely guys and me singing in perfect harmony. And all those angry letter writers, like disgusted from the Isle of Wight and mad from Hull and outraged from Leeds and slightly annoyed from Berwick-on-Tweed, will instantly change their tune. They'll be bleeding heart liberals by Saturday noon. They'll be giving their grandchildren up for adoption in the hope that a gay married couple will adopt them. They'll be putting rainbow stickers on their cars and cutting holes in the arse of their leather strides. Watching 2 pianos and 5 guys. Watching 2 pianos and 5 guys. Watching 2 pianos and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puffs and 2 pianos. Yeah, it'll be grand. You can never have too many pianos or too much man. 5 puffs and 2 pianos, and maybe we could out Jamie Cullum. Make it a trio of pianos and a big gay half dozen.
It's a 10-minute soon, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, fabulous. That was great, well done.
Wasi, in 2 weeks you'll be gone. This is my last opportunity to sing you a song, so I wanna ask a favor before you get on with your life. Jonathan, I wanna make love to you. Wasi, I just wanna make a sweet love to you. Just once, I wanna make a sweet love to you. Sweet love to your wife. There's just something about her that drives me insane. She's got that cute sense of humor and a brilliant brain. But if I'm totally honest, my feelings for Jane are mostly sexual. Don't wanna put you and her in an awkward position, but I know I'd regret it if I didn't ask the question. I have talked to my wife and she gave me permission. We both have a celebrity shared concession, and mine is Jane, hers is Wayne Rooney. Although to be fair, there's not much chance of scoring there. Jane, in 2 weeks' time, your hubby will be out on the breadline, baby. And surely you're not gonna wanna be spending time with a bum. I know that in a month or 3 he'll have weaseled his way back onto my TV. But in the meantime, would you consider me for a little fun? Just one night, Jane, wouldn't bigger me. Just one night, baby, you'll be digging me. Just a little dabble in temporary bigamy. I just wanna make love, sweet love to you. What I wouldn't give for just one night with you. Nothing too weird, just a nice night with a couple of whips and an underwater camera. I just wanna make a little sweet love to you. Well, so you can watch it, that'd make you feel better. That'd make it even more unforgettable. You can hold the camera and make some bruschetta in case I get hungry making sweet love to your wife. Stop me, want you want to see if this is getting weird. The thought of Jane nuzzling my ginger beard. I'm just doing a song like we agreed, and it just happens to be a song about how I want to make a sweet love to your wife. Jonathan, I've always admired you. I was nervous about our interview, but your producers assured me that all I had to do was be totally honest with you.
Mr. Tim Minchin, ladies and gentlemen.
Clock. My people rang me up a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I've got people and a phone and a grasp on the passage of time. Yeah, they rang me upset, Tim. Will you go on Ruth Jones' show? They want you to sing a song. It'll be fine, fine, fine. But the problem with my particular oeuvre is that half my songs are 5 minutes and over. And the wisdom here at the BBC is that viewers switch off if you go past 3. And a lot of my songs have a bit of bad language, which causes the viewers untold anguish. It seems their tolerance for smuttiness is reserved for pussy puns on Are You Being Served? And so I need a song that only goes for 3 minutes without no bums or blasphemy in it. A lovely little song specifically written for the delicate skin of middle-class Britain. I need a song with a chorus and a verse with no nasty-ass cussing and a cuss. And I'm a little too lewd and a little too long. I gotta find myself a 3-minute song. And they said, remember boy, that music is like love making. It's simply self-indulgent to take it past 3 minutes. Remember boy, that music is like love making. Everybody loves the pianist, but length must have a limit. So you need a song that only goes for 3 minutes without no pornography or politics in it. You're a little verbose and a little bit wrong. You gotta find yourself a clean living 3-minute song. 300 beats at 100 beats a minute with nice clean jokes and a hoedown in it. Something for the telly that never ever fails to appease the viewers of BBC Wales. And even in the bridge, I won't be lyrically adventurous, intellectually unmentionous, or racially contentious, and I won't make double entendres at the expense of the Chinese. For China is a country that can bring me to my knees. For China, for China, for China, for China, for China is a country that will bring us to our knees. Ooh, Mr. Humphreys, my pussy is all wet. 2, 3, foreskin. I need a little happy clappy country song, nice and repetitive and not too long, boring enough but not too boring, with a key change here to prevent me snoring. I need a song that is only 3 minutes, without no buggery or blasphemy in it, something with a pleasing rhyme and rhythm. Well, if you can't beat 'em, get conservative with 'em. A song that causes no offense, to flog more tickets to my concerts by convincing the viewer that musical satire hasn't progressed since Victor Borger. You've got a telly and I wanna be in it, and apparently you'll only watch for 3 minutes. Yeah, apparently you'll only watch for 3.
Sleep, little baby, sleep now, my love. The Milky Way's shining high up above. When you grow up, you will learn all that stuff. But for now, close your eyes, close your eyes. Sleep, little baby, try not to squawk. Tomorrow and tomorrow you'll learn how to walk, to love and laugh, to make toast and talk. But for now, Betty buys your blankets hand knitted with pure Angora wool. Your nappy is dry and your tummy is full of enough antihistamine to chill out a bull. Yet still all this gringing. What more could you want for? I just cannot guess. You constantly complain to me, you should feel blessed. There are children in Africa starving to death, and you don't hear them whinging. What more can I do to put a stop to this mind-numbing noise you are making? Where is the line between patting and hitting? When is rocking rocking and when is it shaking? I don't know what else I can do to try and hush you. My heart says I love you, but my brain's thinking fuck you, and hoping a child trafficker will abduct you. At least then I'll get a few hours in bed. I've shushed and I've cooed and I've even tried to sing oh bloody oh blada in the exact voice of Ringo. Now all I have left is to hope that a dingo will sneak in and rip off your fat bitching head. Say a word. Papa's gonna buy you a mockingbird in the hope you get avian flu. The nice folk in A&E will take care of you. That's it. Close your eyes. Shh, not a sound. I can barely see your tiny belly moving up and down.
One thing they don't mention in the parenting book, your love for them grows the closer to dead they look. This is a song about that feeling I think we all get sometimes, where you feel like you're the smallest doll in a babushka doll. This is my earth, and I live in it. It's 1/3 dirt and 2/3 water. And it rotates and revolves through space at rather an impressive pace, and never even messes up my hair. And here's a really weird thing: the force created by its spin is the force that stops the chaos flooding in. This is my earth, it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect. This is my country, and I live in it. It's pretty big and nice to walk on, and the bloke who runs my country has built a demagoguery and taught us to be fearful and boring. And the weirdest thing is that he is conservative of politics, but really rather radical of eyebrows. This is my country, and it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect. This is my house, and I live in it. It's made of cracks and photographs we rented off a guy who bought it from a guy who bought it from a guy whose granddad left it to him. And the weirdest thing is that this house has locks to keep the baddies out, but they're mostly used to lock ourselves in. This is my house, and it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect, but it's mine. This is my body, and I live in it. It's 31 and 6 months old. It's changed a lot since it was new. It's done stuff it wasn't built to do. I often try to fill it up with wine. And the weirdest thing about it is I spend so much time hating it, but it never says a bad word about me. This is my body and it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect. This is my brain, and I live in it. It's made of love and bad song lyrics. It's tucked away behind my eyes, where all my screwed up thoughts can hide. 'Cause God forbid I hurt some. Sorry, I'm procrastinating. Look, there's just something I kind of need to address, and I should do it. I know I should do it now. Over the years, I've realized that a lot of my audience has come to my shows particularly because of sometimes because I quite often sing about beliefs. Specifically, in the past, I've sung a lot about faith and religion, and if I'm completely honest with you, I've tended to mock some of the, not in general, but some of the more perceived hypocrisies. But I just don't want anyone to be waiting for that, because I'm not doing it. And you know, the sort of cross you might wear if you're a fan of intersex. Or the lowercase letter T. Or probably most commonly if you're a fan of the apparatus by which first century Romans put to death and tortured Jewish insurgents. And anyway, he was sort of standing there, and eventually he made the move, and he came over. It's lovely, polite guy. He said, "Hi, g'day, I'm Sam." His name was Sam. He said, "I'm from Dandenong." He was from Dandenong, which is the suburb of Dandenong, set in the Dandenong Ranges, just to the southeast of Melbourne. And we got talking, but I could tell he wanted to talk to me, and eventually he managed to kind of, you know, isolate me from the pack. And he said, "Tim, I've always wanted to talk to you." He doesn't believe in it because I haven't. And he said, stutter my way through my turgid existence, yeah. And he said, "What about love?" And I said, "What about love, Sam?" And he said, "Do you believe in love?" And I said, "Yeah, I believe in love. I think I love. I am loved. Sure." And he said, "Aha! You don't have any evidence for love." And I said, I think, yeah, I got evidence. Sure. I mean, love without evidence is stalking. And he said, "Well, Tim, if it's evidence you want, how about this?" And he told me this story, this incredible story about his mum. You see, Sam and his mother were members of a big evangelical church congregation in the Dandenongs, you know, one of those new glassy type ones. And in her early 60s, Sam's mum had gone to the doctor with a problem with her eye, and he had diagnosed an irreversible degenerative eye disorder. And he told her that if she didn't get surgery very quickly, that she would lose her eyesight. And Sam's mum was afraid. She didn't believe in modern medicine. She didn't trust doctors. She was afraid of hospitals and the idea of surgery. But Sam and his mum went to this church, this incredible church. And that Sunday, the entire congregation of their church, some 1,700 people, prayed at the same time for Sam's mum. And the following Tuesday, they went back to the doctor, and there was no sign that there'd ever been anything wrong with her eyes. She was healed. She was cured. And the reason this story had an impact on me is because I try to be intellectually honest with others and with myself, and all I've ever asked for is evidence. And here I was witnessing a first-person account of what can only be described as a miracle. So I went home and I wrote this song. have an apology to make. I'm afraid I've made a big mistake. I turned my face away from you, Lord. I was too blind to see the light. I was too meek to feel your might. I closed my eyes, I couldn't see the truth, Lord. But then like Saul on the Damascus road, you sent a messenger to me, and so now I've had the truth revealed to me. Please forgive me all those things I said. I'll no longer betray you, Lord. I will pray to you instead, and I will say thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mom. I had no idea, but it's suddenly so clear. Now I feel such a cynic. How could I have been so dumb? Thank you for displaying how praying works. A particular prayer in a particular church. Thank you, Sam, for the chance to acknowledge this omnipotent ophthalmologist. Thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mom. I didn't realize that it was so simple, but you've shown a great example of just how it can be done. You only need to pray in a particular spot to a particular version of a particular God, and if you pull that off without a hitch, he will fix one eye of one middle-class white bitch. I know in the past my outlook has been limited. I couldn't see examples of where life had been definitive, but I can admit it when the evidence is clear as Sam's mom's new cornea, and that's extremely clear. Thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mom. I have to admit that in the past I have been skeptical, but Sam described this miracle and I am overcome. How fitting that the sighting of a sight-based intervention should open my eyes to this exciting new dimension. It's like someone put an eye chart up in front of me and the top 5 letters say I-C-G-O-D. Thank you, Sam, for showing how my point of view has been so flawed. I assumed there was no God at all, but now I see that cynical. It's simply that his interests aren't particularly broad. He's largely undiverted by the starving masses, or the inequality between the various classes. He gives out strictly limited passes, redeemable for surgery or 2-for-1 glasses. I feel so shocking for historically mocking you. Your interests are clearly confined to the ocular. I bet given the chance, you'd eschew the divine and start a little business selling contacts online. Fuck me, Sam, what are the odds that of history's endless parade of gods, that the God you just happen to be taught to believe in is the actual God, and he digs on healing, but not the AIDS-ridden African nations, nor the victims of the plague, nor the flood-addled Asians, but healthy, privately insured Australians with common incurable lens degeneration. The story of Sam's is but a single explanation, a surgical God who digs on magic operations. No, it couldn't be mistaken, attribution of causation, born of a coincidental temporal correlation, exacerbated by a general lack of education, vis-a-vis physics in Sam's parish congregation. It couldn't be that all these pious people are liars. It couldn't be an artifact of confirmation bias, a product of groupthink, a mass delusion, an emperor's new clothes style, fear of exclusion. No, it's more likely to be an all-powerful magician than the misdiagnosis of the initial condition, or one of many cases of spontaneous remission, or a record-keeping glitch by the local physician. No, the only explanation for Sam's mum's scene, they prayed to an all-knowing super being, to the omnipresent master of the universe, and he liked the sound of their muttered verse. So for a bit of a change from his usual stunt of being a sexist, racist, murderous cunt, he popped down to Dandenong and just like that used his powers to heal the cataracts of Sam's mom. Of Sam's mom. Oh, thank you, God, for fixing the cataracts of Sam's mom. I didn't realize that it was such a simple thing. I feel such a ding-a-ling, what ignorant scum. Now I understand how prayer can work a particular prayer in a particular church, in a particular style with a particular stuff, and for particular problems that are particularly tough, and for particular people, preferably white, and for particular senses, preferably sight, a particular prayer in a particular spot to a particular version of a particular God. And if you get that right, be just mine. Take a break from giving babies malaria and pop down to your local area to fix the cataracts of your mom.
It's a miracle.
It's a lovely day in Ballarat. I'm kicking back, thinking of you. I hear that you've been poorly. I am sorry that you're feeling blue. I know what it's like when you feel a little shitty. You just want to curl up and have an itty bitty doona day. But a lot of people here really miss you, Georgie. They really think you ought to just get on a plane. We all just want you to come home, Cardinal Pell. I know you're not feeling well, and being crook ain't much fun. Even so, we think you should come home, Cardinal Pell. Come down from your citadel. It's just the right thing to do. They have a right to know what you knew. Couldn't you see what was under your nose, Georgie? Back in '73 when you were living with Jerry. Is it true that you knew but you chose to ignore? Or did you actively try to keep it buried? And years later, when survivors, despite the shame and their fear, stood up to tell their stories, you spent year after year working hard to protect the church's assets. I mean, with all due respect, dude, I think you're scum, and I reckon you should come home, Cardinal Pell. We know you're not feeling well. Perhaps you just need some sun. It's lovely here, you should come home, you pompous buffoon, and I suggest do it soon. I hear the tolling of a bell, and it has a Pelianel. I wanna be transparent here, George. I'm not the greatest fan of your religion, and I personally believe that those who cover up abuse should go to prison. But your ethical hypocrisy, your intellectual vacuity, and your arrogance don't bother me as much as the fact that you have turned out to be such a goddamn coward. You're a coward, Georgie. Come and face the music, Georgie. You owe it to the victims, Georgie. Come and face the music, the music. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
If the Lord God omnipotent reigneth,
he would take one look at you and say,
go home, Cardinal Pell. I've got a nice spot in hell with your name on it, and so I suggest you toughen up and go home, Cardinal Pell. I'm sure they'll make you feel welcome at the pub in Ballarat. They just want a beer and a chat. I know you're scared, Georgie Poo. They have a right to know what you
your
do.
time is running out to atone, Georgie. I think the Lord is calling you home, Georgie. Perhaps he could forgive even you. He may forgive even you if you just let them know what you knew. Cardinal Pell, my lawyer just rang me to tell me this song could get me in legal trouble. Oh, well, Cardinal Pell, if you don't feel compelled to come home by a sense of moral duty, perhaps you will come home and frickin' sue me.
But first, back in the sideshow after winning yet another award, this time at the Aspen Comedy Festival, The Sweet Love of Mr. Tim Minchin.
This is a love song. If you really love me the way you say you do, if you love me half as much as I love you, you would pluck a planet from the sky. You would use a star to dot the I in I love you. That is what you do. You'd take a dreary day and you would paint it blue. If you love me unconditionally, these are the things that you would do for me. Because I need you like a fish needs a sea, like a fire needs oxygen, like a flower needs a bee. And if you really cared for me, you'd let me video you while you wee. Standing up in the bath, I shouldn't even have to ask. Perhaps you'd even store a little more in a flask. These are just the things that people do when their love for one another is true. But we go together like a cracker and brie, like racism and ignorance, like bling and R&B. And if you really want to show that you care, you'd let me wear your underwear when we visit your mums. It's a bit of harmless fun. I just like talking about your childhood with some lace between my buns. There's no reason for a big to-do if your love for one another is true. But we go together like a bird in a nest, like internet and porn, like guns in the US. And if you love me like you say that you do, you'd purchase 40 cockatoo and teach them to fly in formation in the sky and shit the words Tim is God on my ex-girlfriend's Hyundai. Sure, it might be easier with doves, but shirking challenges is not what love's all about. A love is not all wine and roses. Sometimes it's handcuffs and cheese. And no one said love is for free. And if you agree with that, you'll sing me passages from the Koran, wearing nothing but a Bob the Builder hat to the tune of Waltzing Matilda. I just love the combination of Islam, nationalism, and Islam, a nationalism, and a little bitty builder. Islam, Aussie, 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 and Bob the fucking Builder. Talk like bananas need pajamas, like a nun needs cock. And if you wanna put your love for me first, you wouldn't go through childbirth. You'd agree to adopt so that you could stay thin. We'll get a Chinese kid, it could teach us Mandarin. And communists don't make as much noise, and they're really good at sharing their toys. Because I dig you like an Aussie digs pies, like born against dig Jesus, like Jesus dug guys. And if you love me unconditionally, you do my tax return for me, cause it's way overdue. And I just don't know, I guess I'm self-employed, but do I still pay as I go? And does the threshold apply to me? And should I register for GST? And if you love me unconditionally, would you let me video you while you weep? Assuming there's nothing worth watching on the ABC.
So, I'm married, and the woman I'm married to I met in high school, and this is a song I wrote for her. It's called If I Didn't Have You.
Yeah, yeah, if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you to hold me tight. If I didn't have you to lie with at night. If I didn't have you to share my sighs and to kiss me and dry my tears when I cry, will I really think that I would have somebody else? If I didn't have you, someone else would do. Your love is one in a million. You couldn't buy it at any price. But of the 9,999,000 other possible loves, statistically some of them would be equally nice. Or maybe not as nice, but say smarter than you, or dumber but better at sport or tracing. I'm just saying I think that I would probably have somebody else. Yeah. If I didn't have you, someone else would do. Someone else would show. And look, I'm not undervaluing what we've got when I say that given the role chaos inevitably plays in the inherently flawed notion of fate, it's abstruse to deduce I found my soulmate at the age of 17. It's just mathematically unlikely that at a university in Perth I happen to stumble on the one girl on earth specifically designed for me. And if I may conjecture a further objection, love has nothing to do with destined perfection. The connection is strengthened, the affection simply grows over time, like a flower or a mushroom or a guinea pig or a vine or a sponge or bigotry or a banana. And love is made more powerful by the ongoing drama of shared experience and the synergy of a kind of symbiotic empathy or something. So I trust it goes without saying that I would feel really very sad if tomorrow you were to fall off something high or catch something bad. But I'm just saying, I don't think you're special. I mean, I think you're special, but you fall within a bell curve. I mean, I'm just saying, I think that I would probably have somebody else. I mean, I reckon it's pretty likely that if, for example, my first girlfriend Jackie hadn't dumped me after I kissed Winston's ex-girlfriend Nia back at Steph's party in 1993, enough variables would probably have been altered by the absence of that event to have meant the advent of a tangential narrative in which we don't meet. Which is to say, there exists a theoretical, hypothetical, parallel life where what is not as is, and I'm not your husband and you are not my wife, and I am a stuntman living in LA, married to a small blonde Portuguese skier who, when she's not training, does abstract painting, practices yoga and brews her own beer, and really likes making home movies and suffers neck-down alopecia. But with all my heart and all my mind, I know one thing is true. I have just one life and just one love, and my love, that love is you. And if it wasn't for you, baby,
Really think that I would
probably
help somebody else.
Yeah.
If I didn't have you,
If I didn't have you, someone else would surely do. This is a song entitled Confessions in 3 movements. And the first movement is called Feminism. I believe that women have the right to walk the streets at night without being afraid for their lives. And I believe a woman has the right to choose what happens to her body without suffering the judgment of the conservative right. And I believe a woman has the right to wear the clothes she likes without being treated like dirt. And I think we men are pathetic, how we seem to judge aesthetic as the measure of a woman's worth. I'm ashamed on behalf of my sex for making women feel like objects. Fuck, I love boobs though. I just really love them. Fuck, I love boobs though. I just wanna rub them. Oh, they're just so juby, they make me feel groovy. I would rather watch boobs than a movie. Be-doop-be-doo. I just really love boobs. The second confession is entitled Poverty, open bracket, altruism. Closed bracket. I believe that people are entitled to basic human rights, whether they are rich or they're poor. And I believe a world where no children are starving is a world worth fighting for. And I try to remind myself, even when I'm struggling, how incredibly lucky I am. And I don't think it's okay that the luxuries I crave should come at the expense of my fellow man. I'm sure I could do a little more to alleviate the suffering of the poor. Fuck, I love boobs though. I just really love them. I don't really mind if I am behind, below or above. They're just so jubbly, they make me feel lovely. I would rather own boobs than a pub. Be-doop-be-doo. I just really love boobs. This final confession is entitled The Environment. I believe the planet that we live in is a living organism, and we must treat her carefully. I don't think we can assume we can just go on consuming her resources indefinitely. The earth's not a bottomless pit, and we can all do our little bit. Fuck, I love boobs though. I just really care for them. They are equally fun when they're 21 or octogenarian. They're just so flappy, they make me feel happy. I would rather eat boobs than a bat. Be-doop, be-doop, do-do-do-do. I just really love boobs. Evolutionary theory says bosoms are buttock-like protrusions designed to tempt men in situations when they can't get a glimpse of your bums. I find such hypotheses dumb. It's like that one that says lipstick is for making your lips look more like the lips of a happy vagina. Since they said that, I can't look my great aunt in the eye. Why'd they have to say that? Oh, why? From the first little suck of colostrum to the grope of the nurse in the old people's hostel, we're just fucking monkeys in shoes. And I really like Christmas. It's sentimental, I know, but I just really like it. I'm hardly religious. I'd rather break bread with Dawkins than Desmond Tutu, to be honest. And yes, I have all of the usual objections to consumerism, to the commercialization of an ancient religion, to the westernization of a dead Palestinian press ganged into selling PlayStations and beer. But I still really like it. Forward to Christmas, though I'm not expecting a visit from Jesus. I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum. They'll be drinking white wine in the sun. I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum. They'll be drinking white wine in the sun. I don't go in for ancient wisdom. I don't believe just 'cause ideas are tenacious, it means that they're worthy. I get freaked out by churches. Some of the hymns that they sing have nice chords, but the lyrics are dodgy. And yes, I have all of the usual objections to the miseducation of children who in tax-exempt institutions are taught to externalize blame and to feel ashamed and to judge things as plain right or wrong. but I quite like the songs. I'm not expecting big presents. The old combination of socks, jocks, and chocolates is just fine by me. 'Cause I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum. They'll be drinking white wine in the sun. I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum. They'll Life is like an ocean voyage, and our bodies are the ships. And without a moral compass, we would all be cast adrift. So to keep us on our bearings, the Lord gave us a gift. And like most gifts you get, it was a book. I only read one book, but it's a good book, don't you know? I act the way I act because the good book tells me so. If I want to know how to be good, it's to the good book that I go. 'Cause the good book is a book, and it is good, and it's a book. I know the good book's good because the good book says it's good. I know the good book knows it's good because a really good book would. You wouldn't cook without a cookbook, and I think it's understood. You can't be good without a good book, 'cause it's good and it's a book, and it is good for cooking. I tried to read some other books, but I soon gave up on that. The paragraphs ain't numbered and they complicate the facts. I can't read Harry Potter 'cause they're worshipping false gods. And Dumbledore's a puffer, and that's bad 'cause it's not good. Morality is written there in simple white and black. I feel sorry for you heathens, got to think about all that. Good is good and evil's bad, and goats are good and pigs are crap. You'll find which one is which in the good book, 'cause it's good and it's a book, and it's a book. I had a cat, she gave birth to a litter. The kittens were adorable and they made my family laugh. But as they grew they started misbehaving, so I drowned the little fuckers in the bath. When the creatures in your care start being menaces, the answers can be found out there in Genesis. Chapter 6 verse 5 and 7. Yeehaw! Swing your partner by the hand, have a baby if you can. But if the voices in your head say to sacrifice your kid to satiate your loving God's fetish for a dead baby blood, it's simple fate the book demands. So raise that knife up in your hand. Before the good book made us good, there was no good way to know if a thing was good or not that good, or kind of touch and go. So God decided he'd give writing allegoric prose ago, and so he wrote a book, and it was generally well received. The Telegraph said this God is reminiscent of the Norse. The Town said kind of turgid, but I liked the bit with horses. The Mail said lots of massacres, a violent tour de force. If you only read one book this year, then this one is a book, and it is good, and it's a book. Yeehaw! Swing your daughter by the hand, but if she gets raped by a man and refuses then to marry him, stone her to death. If you just close your eyes and block your ears to the accumulated knowledge of the last 2,000 years, then morally, guess what? You're off the hook. And thank Christ you only have to read one book. Just because the book's contents were written generations hence by hairy desert-dwelling gents squatting in their dusty tents. Just because what heaven said was said before that leavened bread. Just because Jesus couldn't read doesn't mean now we should need when manipulating human genes to alleviate pain, fight disease, when deciding whether it's wrong or right, to help the die and let go of life, or to stop a pregnancy when it's just a tiny blastocyst. There's no reason why we should take a look at any other book but the the good book, 'cause it's good and it's a book, and it's a book, and it's quite good. Yeah, good is good and evil's bad, and kids get killed when God gets mad. You better take a good look at the good book. Jesus was a Jewish philosopher, had a lot of nice ideas about our existential fears, much admired by his peers, short and Jewish and quite political, often hesitant and very analytical. Oh, praise be to Jesus. Praise be to Woody Allen Jesus. Woody Allen Jesus. Jesus was a great entertainer, doing cool tricks all of the time, turning water into wine, making stormy weather fine. Even now his stunts confound us, kinda did what Darren Brown does. Oh, praise be to Jesus. Praise be to Magic Woody Allen Jesus. Magic Woody Allen Jesus. Jesus died but then came back to life, so the Holy Bible said, kinda like in Dawn of the Dead, like a movie by Simon Pegg. Try that these days, you'd have trouble. All of the geeks would try to smack you with a shovel. Ah, praise be to Jesus. Praise be to Magic Woody Allen Zombie Jesus. Magic Woody Allen Zombie Jesus. Jesus ascended into heaven. He was an incredible guy, disappeared right into the sky. Not often find fellas that fly. Only once did he use his ability. With great power comes great responsibility. Ah, praise be to Jesus. Praise be to Magic Woody Allen Zombie Superhero Jesus. Magic Woody Allen Zombie Superhero Jesus. Jesus' mother gave birth to him without having sex with a dude. No, she could never be that rude. Never even be nude with a dude. Breeding without the opposite gender is commonly known as parthenogenesis. Other animals that don't need males include a lot of lizards and various snails. Praise be to Jesus. Praise be to Magic Woody Allen Zombie Superhero Komodo Dragon Jesus. Jesus. Jesus can communicate with the deceased like psychic Sally without the earpiece. Jesus lives forever, which is pretty hard, but not as hard as his fetish for drinking blood. Jesus is in more than one place at a time, like an electoral surely it's daylight. Jesus pulled up that roller walking miracle. He wasn't steady as an amphibious vehicle. Jesus had long hair, bare feet, and a beard. Look, I'm not saying I'm Jesus. No! I'm not saying that I am Jesus. I'm not saying that I am Jesus. I am Jesus. Praise be to Jesus. Praise be to Woody Allen Jesus. Woody Allen Jesus. Oh, praise be to Magic Woody Allen Zombie Superhero Komodo Dragon Telepathic Vampire Quantum Hovercraft Me Jesus. Nothing ruins comedy like arenas. That is a well-established fact. That your enjoyment is not as important as my self-esteem is. My ego's the only thing you can see clearly from the back. But I'm quite famous now, so suck my balls. I've sold my tickets, my job is done. Fuck you all. Who cares about quality? This is not about you, this is all about me and my tiny little penis and flogging DVDs. So bring it on, bring it on. Fuck the punters, bring it on. I am a rock star motherfucker, and I won't be one for long. So bring it on, bring it on. You gotta make hay in the shining sun. You gotta rock on the way up, 'cause the only way to go from here is down. But I'm trapped for now, and the fact for now is there's no escaping this. I'm wearing baseball caps to hide my face, so the paps don't snap my kids. All I ever wanted was to sing my little songs, but now I'm pregnant in Hello Mag, and I'm overweight in Cosmopolitan. So bring it on, before too long my wife and kids will be gone, 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 and I'll have wanked myself to death in the penthouse suite of the Four Seasons. So bring it on, bring it on. Phone the hookers, stoke the bombs. I am a rock star, I've got a fucking orchestra. I can do what I fucking want. I thought fame would make me happy, but she's a fickle, cheap romance. No one even listens to my lyrics. They just wanna see me dance. All the real stars are hanging out in bars, hanging out in bars. All the real stars are hanging out in bars, hanging out in bars, bars, bars. One, two, three, four. Cheese. 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 C H E E S E. Cheese. I love cheese, but it's plain to see that cheese doesn't love me. I am such a fool in love, I just cannot get enough. But it's an unrequited love, I can feel it in my guts. I spend my nights tossing and turning, my stomach is churning, my heart is a burning, my nightmares are turning upon me and shame me to drive me insane. All the pain, a blue vein on my brain, and I wake up with sweat on my brow. is gone, I find myself back on cheeseworld.com. And I know that it's wrong, but I'm soon navigating to the real mature stuff, the funky old ladies, feeding my fetish for fettered old feta, photos of Frisian on beds of bruschetta. And the worse they smell, the more they sweat, the faster the speed my mouth gets wet. I'm done. J'adore le fromage, mais le fromage ne pardonne rien. Je ne regrette rien, except perhaps last night's half wheel of double cream brie, trying to replace my fondues with fondants, trying to